All right, Shalom. First, I can start by saying I praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakadash. That my honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is NBC News. Minnesota power plant leaks 400,000 gallons of radioactive water. And the name of that, what was leaked is called Tritium. And I'm on Google right now. It says, is tritium harmful to humans? Health effects. Tritium is a relatively weak source of beta radiation, which itself is too weak to penetrate the skin. However, it can increase the risk of cancer if consumed in extremely large quantities. Tritium can enter the body through inhalation, ingestion, or absorption through the skin. Right, man. So, Esau has an agenda to destroy the people, man. So this is very much could have been orchestrated. He's trying to bring his new world order or the cap to his new world order. The full grasp hold of the new world order, but he has to kill off um about 7.5 billion people because there's about 8 billion people now on the planet. And this is a way that he can do it. This causes cancer. Cancer kills, and on top of the tritium that they got in this water, they not saying nothing about it yet, but they got chromium 6 in the water, which was cancerous. Um, the chemtrails, etc. So there's so much going on, man, that this devil is trying to kill people off. And he's been doing it slowly but surely. So I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna add the precepts.
In Minnesota, some communities have been caught by surprise by a massive radioactive leak from a nuclear plant that they are just now hearing about, even though it was first detected months ago. We are talking 400,000 gallons of contaminated water, and it happened at this plant because of a broken pipe. Now, that leak was found in November of last year, but the public is only finding out about it now. The nuclear plant is owned by the company called Excel Energy, and both the company and the state are working to try to clean up the contaminated water. The water is said to contain radioactive tritium, which is a form of hydrogen and can occur in water naturally at extremely small amounts. But per EPA regulations, 20,000 units of tritium can be in drinking water per liter, but the water right now at the plant is in the millions. And here's a look at the location of this plant. It's very important. It is in Monticello, Minnesota, right there along the Mississippi River. Excel and the state say they are actively working to contain this leak to that plant property, while state officials say the leak did not contaminate the Mississippi River or drinking water sources and people are safe. But we want to bring in NBC News correspondent Maggie Vespa to break it all down for us. Maggie, bring us up to speed here. The fact that this leak happened in November of last year and people are just finding out about it right now seems pretty alarming. What do we know about the nature of this leak?
Yeah, it's so jarring for people in that area, Gotti, as you know. So we'll just start with kind of when specifically, since that's a huge part of this headline. This was discovered, Excel says, on November 22nd. So think back, that's a couple days before Thanksgiving. And the company says it immediately took what they called swift action to contain this contaminated water to the plant site, which again is in Monticello, Minnesota. That's just northwest, about 40 minutes northwest of Minneapolis. They also say they told the state immediately that day, the state of Minnesota confirming that they got notification. They say in late November, and both the state and the company, all the agencies involved say at this point, there is no evidence to show that drinking water in that area has been contaminated. But, Gotti, I got to be real with you. Also, no one is saying why the public wasn't notified as soon as this was discovered, which, again, as you said, is a key question because this is so alarming for people to hear about now. Gotti.
And Maggie, we know that the leak has been stopped, or that's what they're saying, and authorities are telling people not to worry because there is no danger. But the cleanup is still happening, right? How contaminated are we talking? We were just showing that video from the helicopter there. You can see that the plant is very big. The town of Monticello seems to be a little ways off, but the plant seems to be right there on the river.
Right. Well, basically what they've told us is that at least To a layman, this seems like a painstakingly slow process. Again, we talked about 400,000 gallons of this severely contaminated water. Excel says it has been, I want to get their quote right, pumping, storing, treating, and reusing the contaminated water while monitoring nearby wells to make sure this isn't leaking into drinking water. But they point this out, and this is important. They say recovering all of this tritium that leaked, and again, 400,000 plus gallons of water, recovering all of that will take about the next year. Gotti.
Wow. And one more question.
Right, so if it takes about a year to get that recovered, who's to say that it didn't enter into the drinking water? You saw all this is orchestrated.
Plant, I know, is pretty old. It was built in the 1970s, 1971. Is that a concern here?
It's something that's been mentioned. The company has yet to say whether it's a concern. The state has yet to nail that down as well. But basically what it means, if nothing else, is that Xcel Energy has spent reportedly tens of millions of dollars updating the infrastructure of this plant, updating its testing systems, including installing what they called a new groundwater monitoring program, an advanced program in 2007 that they say was part of an updated requirement at the time. Again, whether that has anything to do really concretely with this broken pipe, meaning whether the age of the plant and all the updates that have been needed over time, whether that has anything to do with or caused this leak, that question also at this point yet to be answered, Gotti, but we'll stay on it.
Wow. And just to recap, a radioactive cleanup that could take a year. Maggie, thanks so much.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching our YouTube.
All right. So I'm gonna start with this precept. This is Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "Woe, meaning destruction to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds." Now, I'm going to get this word devise. To plan or invent a complex procedure, system, or mechanism by careful thought. Right, man. So he devised a plan. He planned something out and he put it into motion. Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Right? So the elites have the power to put plans in motion, such as this, man. Meaning they have the money, they have the think tanks, they do the calculations of who's going to be poisoned, how long it would it take for someone to die. They do all them calculations, man. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go heartily, for this time is evil. Because eventually America is going to be destroyed because of all this wickedness that it is doing. America's being ran by the elites and being used to do things of this nature around the world, though. In verse 4, it says, "In that day shall one take up a parable." And was this the person? Oh, damn. Salakia. It's the next precept. Salakia, I'm just watching these people. This is Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine his philosophies, He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death. Right, man. So this devil, this white man, is in everybody's country, pushing his philosophies. Is a very proud man, but he is as death, meaning he's gonna bring death to your country. Same thing as he's doing over here in America. He's bringing death to America and its citizens to further his to accomplish his agenda. Because a lot of people need to be sacrificed. You got to sacrifice to his gods that he worship, man. He's trying to put the cap on this new world order and cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations, and all nations are over here in America, man. All nationalities of people, man, over here in America, man, and he can't be satisfied. It says, and heapeth unto him all people. Right, so that's the spirit of this white man, this Edomite, this devil, man. Y'all get it. This is Sirach, chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right, man. Esau is the enemy of the blacks, Latins, Native Americans, man. You can't trust him when he say that, things are gonna be all right. Everything is taken care of. We contained it, but it's gonna take a whole year to clean it all up and all. Look, man, y'all not making sense, man. Y'all not making sense. Sirach 12 and 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, take good heed, take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. So you gotta watch this devil, man. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Right, man, this devil is always going to be the devil. No matter how he humble himself to you, or even if he speak nice and kind words to you, after an event that he has done, that he said, it was an accident, pipe broke, we contained everything, we've been monitoring everything, we've been updating everything, making sure everything's on point. We are sure that this leak won't harm any of the nearby cities, etc. But you can't trust this devil, man. They put this stuff in the water at small amounts so they can do heavy damage later on down the line. But in the times that we're living in, he's trying to wipe out people as quickly as possible. So, who knows? People might just eventually just start dropping dead. You got people that already got cancer and other ailments, and they might just start passing away because of this event. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than oil, smoother than butter, Slakia. But war was in his heart, and that's how he came to the Indians, man. Speaking peace and trade and all that. But he had war in his mind. He was trying to take over America, conquer the Indians, enslave them, reteach the ones that he didn't kill off. That was his whole agenda to take. That's why I said in Habakkuk, um, he's in everybody's land, taking everybody's land. He's as death. He gave I'm gonna read it, Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. He gave them the Indian smallpox and killed them off slowly. Same thing with his this cancer in the water, the chromium 6. The tritium causes cancer and can kill. If large amounts get in your system or on your skin. It said, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right. So them saying that they can contain the situation it hasn't created any real damage. It's his words being smooth, But in actuality, that leak got farther than what they tell you. And even Trump came out and said it himself, but we already knew through spinning power about Shemar Shah, his brothers are still didn't know the truth. But the rest of the nation and the country is starting to wake up to that they're not gonna never tell you the truth right then and there. They're gonna wait until the last minute to tell you the truth once everything starts to happen. Well, we did that so there wouldn't be a panic. The shit that you were seeing in movies is coming into your reality. The same stuff that they've been saying. We didn't want to create a panic, and this, that, and the other. Trump came out and said that. Not everybody. Oh, what the hell type shit. Motherfuckers is late to the party. But it is what it is. This is Psalms 55:21. One more time. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right, so he has an agenda behind this incident. These things just don't happen on purpose. And then Esau, even if it did happen, things will just happen by coincidence. But even if it did happen on accident, Esau doesn't put his money into his corporations. He doesn't put his money into keeping his this land together, man. The rich got the same devils. They all be on the same shit, man. However they can save money, they gonna save it. They gonna wait till the last minute till something happen before they try to upgrade anything, etc., man. And then with these corporations and stuff of that nature, they all be juiced in. A part of the Masonic orders, you know. So they probably had a meeting. This what we gonna do. This how much we said gonna get out. This how the areas that we said that was gonna be in, and they executed the plan. That's the Micah, man. That's why you can't trust this devil, man. That's why he's gonna eventually be destroyed. But the prophets, the elect, the chosen of Yahweh Shema Rashad are gonna be delivered. They're gonna be protected from things of this nature, man. This is Psalms chapter 91. I'm gonna start at verse 4. Um, He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right. That's so. A lot of you people that's been wondering why we still out there reading the Bible and putting these videos up, because the truth of us knowing these things and strengthening our spirit by way of studying, and rehearsing the righteous acts. That's what's gonna save us and get us through the times to come. That's why we ain't catching these diseases that's just killing us off. And even if a brother do so happen to die by way of some type of disease, whatever the case may be, as long as he was doing the work, he's good. He's part of the elect, man. He's part of the chosen. One of the ones that's gonna get the crown put on his head by Yahweh Shai, which is so-called Jesus Christ himself, man. Verse 5, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. That's the nuclear missile. The elect not gonna be scared when the nuclear missiles get shot off, man. We're gonna be scarcely saved, and we're gonna be nervous and everything. How that's of the elect, but the rest of the world, you got guys that's gonna die from heart attacks, and they're gonna be in tremendous fear. Verse 6, it says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. The pestilence is disease. This tritium causes disease, cancer. So that's something that the elect don't have to worry about. Nor for the destruction that wasted at noonday, the nuclear missiles. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Right, so it's gonna be thousands of people just dropping dead, but it's not going to come near the elect of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Right, the elect is going to be beamed up into them so-called UFOs. And let me get this. I keep forgetting the word, Salakia. Forgive me. Let me look it up real fast. Let's see. think it was UAPs. They want to make shit so different. UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. Just to make because Esau been using that word UFO to identify other things that they don't know of, and they switched the definition for the actual chariots, which is the so-called UFOs in the Bible, to UAPs. So unidentified aerial phenomenon. The elect gonna be beamed up into the chariots according to the Bible and be saved or delivered. Yahushua meaning he's the deliverer from the destruction that's gonna come upon America, man. Because with all this pestilence and all these diseases and stuff that's going around this world, I know this place gonna be destroyed. Other places that's gonna be hit by missiles, but it's gonna be used as a cleansing agent for the land of Israel. So verse 8, Psalms 91 and 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. That's because the elect gonna be in the chariots. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. Right? The elect trusting in the Lord, man, doing the will. There shall no evil befall thee. That's why we outside. That's why we walking in the spirit as much as possible. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Right, man? So the death that Jake gonna receive, like from this gang violence, these diseases, rape, um, etc. Man, all these unhonorable deaths is given out to Jake, but the elect, the chosen, gonna be delivered, because not all of the elect gonna die. One, two, if you do die, you're gonna receive an honorable death, man. And be raised back up, and you're not gonna have everlasting content in the kingdom of heaven like the 2/3 of Israel gonna have, man. So with that being said, call law Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.